Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here we are talking about season 3 with
Fear the Moons.
delayed reaction.
Hey.
Alright, let's talk about season 3. And one thing that came to my attention when recording this, after we were done recording the season 2, I forgot to talk about Tiger Claw. Tiger Claw in the last season was introduced as a mercenary person that Shredder hired to join the Foot. He was apparently mutated as a kid and turned into one of the biggest badasses in the 2012 series, and for some reason got thrown into the 80s show. It would have been awesome to see a couple episodes of him trying to get back. Just saying. But here we are in season 3. The Freedom Fighter saga, I guess, is what you could call it.
Yep.
Leo is not dead, and he is really hurt, and he has a different voice this time, and for the rest of the series being voiced by Seth Green of Family Guy fame. You know, Chris Griffin. Which is honestly, he works really well, actually. And I love that they give an in-universe reason for his voice being different. Apparently, he got his ass kicked so hard that he has throat damage. Weird how that never heals, and the rest of him heals up fine. But I'm getting ahead of myself. In this season, the Turtles, April, and Casey are all in a house that belonged to April's family, and they're kind of hiding out until Leo is recovered, and so that they can go back and take back New York. But because the Turtles can't go 1 week without mutating something, they get a bunch of frogs, release a Krang experiment thingy, and they even get to meet Bigfoot. And many, many more things. And eventually they take back New York. So quick thoughts. What is your thoughts on this season?
Well, I really liked it, to be honest with you. And Leo, the voice did get me for a minute. For real, I really thought that the voice never changed. I thought they just did that just because, like, his voice messed up when he got his ass kicked.
Yeah, I had to point out to him that it's a different voice actor.
Yep.
I really like in the barn, in the house area. I love all the references to the comics and the 90s movie with Leo being in the tub and Michelangelo. I don't remember if that was in the comic or in the 90s movie, but Michelangelo doing farm work, like he feeds the chickens. There's to kind of say how awesome the first half of this season is, they eventually make Jason. You get to see essentially a mutant Jason fighting the Turtles. How fucking awesome is that? It was freaking awesome. It's like they even stab him and cut him, and like he's like bleeding mutagen or whatever, but he's just like grab him by the face and throw him through a wall or something. I like how he's just called the Creep. In my head though, when I'm thinking of that, I'm like, he's Jason. He picks up Casey's hockey mask, put it on him, and he's Jason. He even has like a little theme song that's similar to Jason when he's around. I think the latter half of this season is nowhere near as good as the first half.
Yeah.
That isn't to say it's bad, but I like them in this little location instead of them kind of. I like the brotherly bond they have throughout this whole first half, where Leo is hurt and he's kind of feeling useless because he's usually the one who kicks ass the most. And
especially how Raphael took it.
He's like, as soon as Leo wakes up, he's like, "Don't worry, we're gonna get you on your feet training again, just you and me." And like he really feels like this is what I like. They feel like brothers. In like every other incarnation, they don't feel like brothers. They feel like friends at best. But here they actually feel like brothers. They get on each other's nerves. They fight with one another, but they help each other through thick and thin, and they're generally concerned about one another, and that's what I like. And I also love when they get their little alternative outfits, and like Raphael has like shredder claws that light on fire. Leo has a bow and addition to his little swords, which now kind of rest on his side like a samurai.
When they go on their little spirit trip.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's a good episode.
I kind of wish I got
again in season 3, one more time.
You do all. Leo. They also take episodes just to kind of show, like them house cleaning and to show. They show every now and then them training April, which I like that April is being trained as a female ninja in the show, and they also train Casey, which is awesome, and because in a show like this, Casey is usually the one that you would see hanging around the turtles and actually getting, like, he's the one fighting with them. Which, to be fair, is kind of still the case, but April's not left out of the action either. But when she is left out of the action, there's usually a good reason for it, because she is a ninja in training. She has not gained the level of skill or whatever that the others have.
It's like if they just gave April the skills already, one day training. It's like basically Superman.
Or Dragon Ball Super. It's like, I've trained for 5 minutes. I'm on par with Super Saiyan Blue. What the fuck? In this season, we finally get the dynamic duo we've all been waiting for. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yep.
Anton Zek and some Russian mob guy get turned into Bebop and Rocksteady, which in the previous shows that they have appeared in, they're interchangeable bad guys. They're the same fucking character, just given a different design for both of them. Here, they have different personalities. They have different body types. Even when he becomes...
Bebop's smaller and... No, not Bebop. Wait, is it Bebop?
Yeah, Bebop's the warthog, I think.
Bebop... And Rocksteady's the rhino.
Yeah, Bebop becomes like... He's still pretty fucking scrawny, but because he had like his... Anton Zek had like an invisibility suit that had like laser hip things and a fucking visor thing that he had on him. And when he mutated, he had those like basically fused to his body. So now you got a warthog who talks like a fucking 80s guy, who has the ability of invisibility and can shoot lasers out of his hip. He's still like a joke villain and whatnot, but like he at least isn't a pushover anymore. And then you got Rocksteady, who is a Russian mobster with the strength and power of a rhino. Pretty legitimate threat. They're both still kind of idiots, which is kind of the fun. And we also get to see more of. We get to see more of was it Splinter being. We get to see more stuff from Splinter, which is kind of cool. And at the end of this season,
one episode I like in this season is when you see Splinter and Shredder like their backstory.
Yeah, we get to see their backstory. We get to meet the time travel master lady, whose name is kind of blanking me at the minute. She's voiced by Gwen Tennyson.
We still don't know her name.
No, we were told her name a couple of times in the episode, but I'm just kind of blank. I can't remember her name at the moment. She's voiced by the voice actress who does Gwen Tennyson in Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and Omniverse. So time traveler with the voice of Gwen Tennyson. I just kept it. I don't know if the bad guy for that episode was voiced by Ben Tennyson. That'd be hilarious if it was. Because it's like, oh, Ben just kind of lost control of the Omnitrix and turned into like a time-traveling devil creature. That'd be awesome.
Alright, so let's tell them about the ending.
Okay, spoilers from here on out for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Pause and leave the video if you haven't seen the season finale.
Get out of here. We all good? You fine? I'm afraid to talk about this. Alright, the ending of this show, the Triceratons attack, and they have a black hole generator. Splinter goes to talk with Shredder for a team up to fight against alien Triceratops people. And Shredder literally fucking backstabs Splinter, killing him, presumably. And the black hole generator gets turned on and Earth gets swallowed up by a black hole.
I think he's dead.
He's definitely dead he's definitely dead once he gets sucked into the black hole. But if he was still alive before that, I think
he's definitely dead where he got stabbed. Especially how he looked when he got stabbed.
I think it's possible he could have survived if like that black hole thing didn't happen, like cuz he has the ability to basically heal himself through like fucking ninja signs. But he was definitely bleeding out, even if the show, for some reason, won't show blood.
Yeah, but he stabbed him through with his little shredder claw.
We don't necessarily know where he got stabbed, though.
It looks like he got stabbed in the chest.
I don't know, because like we see the chest up, so I think it would have been like his stomach or something.
Yeah, but if they didn't help him, he could have bled out.
Yeah, but not Leonardo knows the healing seals too. So like, if that black hole generator didn't happen, Leonardo probably could have healed him. But anyway, either way, he died from the black hole generator. Let's say if he was still alive, the whole world gets eaten up, but. Right before that, a alien robot creature who at this point has not been named, comes and saves the turtles
We get the name in season 4, I think.
Yeah, we do. But I'm not saying it now because
Yeah.
season 3. And comes and saves the turtles, April and Casey, and they go and world's ended. Oh, and we also get to see Bishop and a runaway Krang from that is a Utrom, and kind of connecting it to the previous stuff.
Yep.
So that was season 3. Badass outro, which is it really upped the ante from season 2's ending. I like how they have the balls, the testicular fortitude to end the season that way. Like, say for curiosity, if
Especially when Shredder stabbed him.
Yeah, okay, let's say season 4 and 5 never happened. Like, the show got canceled at season 3. How would you rate this as a series finale for the 2012? If season 4 and 5 never happened.
Well, you'd be stuck. You go like, oh, did Splinter live?
I think it would work great as an ending. It'd be one of those ones like, what would happen? We don't know.
Season 4 could be a great ending, or season 5.
No, I mean, like, if assuming like season 4 and 5 never actually happened, how would this work as a series? Season 3's ending work as a season?
Work so well.
I think it would be great because it would be like, okay, what would have happened?
So many questions. You're going like, oh, well.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
So the turtles went in space, but what are they doing in space?
Yeah, that would have been part of the fun. It would be like the Sonic Side AM ending where Dr. Robotnik is defeated, but Snively is still alive, and he has some kind of red-eyed hedgehog-looking thing, and never fucking explained what that is, because the series got canceled there, and it was like, they had the balls to end the series right there. Leave them wanting more, But much to our enjoyment, we did get a season 4, and this is not the series ending for 2012.
Season 4 review will come soon. We just haven't got to watch it lately.
Yeah. How would you rate this season?
Let's see. We gave season 2 9.7. We gave season 1 9.5.
We don't need to up the ante every time. We just give what your honest thoughts are.
Well, my honest thought about season 3, I really like season 3, plus when they were at the barn. So I'm going to give it a 9.9.
With me, the end half of the season, I don't think was as good as the first half, but that ending totally made up for it in a humongous fucking way. Trying to do the math in my head. I'd probably give it a 9.6, 9.7 out of 10.
Yeah, 9.7, I agree. Yeah, I don't know why I said 9.9, because I remember the half of the season was okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. This has been...
You let us know how you like the season. Tell me your ratings.
Tell us your ratings. You must say it like a German guy. Like Austrian powerhouse Arnold Schwarzenegger. And on that note, we'll be back with more titles. We'll see you next time. Hasta la vista, viewers.
See you later.